Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Try not to get my ass beat out here.
To handle as it will skip through the end zone
for
a touchback here.
You need that nigga coming out of that shit on me though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Oh my God, the first play, this shit going to the goddamn spot.
Down the left sideline.
Look at this shit, bro. Oh my God.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the rookie for Penn State. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Ooh, the juke. Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Ravens 7, Saints 6.
What else, see there?
after the touchdown. Loop back out to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass.
That shit was playing when I was in college, nigga.
The quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air once more. Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Again, it's Johnson. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third down, Shuck from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, Shuck. To the right side, complete to Miller. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 17 at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
To the air again is Shuck. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are once again back in front. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. If they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shuck now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Shuck. Open man, it's Palmer. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Shuck. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 8-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to add on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
13.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football back point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
DC ready?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Report! Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
First down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Second
And that's
10.
called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Henry again. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Saints 20, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 6 now. It looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 3rd and 6. To throw is Shuck. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Soap operas.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Going up.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Jackson going to keep it. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th.
Hey, come on.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
No, we change it. Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. He may go. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, niggas stupid.
There, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Throwing, shot. And he is going to go down. Back at to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. This is
what the fuck?
Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Palmer as time expires in the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Jackson now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
No, we changed it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson going to keep it. Got a man. It's caught for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
I'm glad that nigga held on to that shit, bro. Niggas been dropping shit.
And nowadays, we're
seeing rookies make a greater impact at that
position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Doing something different.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and
no, I was supposed to throw it. I ain't throw it. Oh, man, niggas.
Stop behind the line.
The score is Saints 26, Ravens 20. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, Because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw now, Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Again, they run with Neal. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go street.
They run it again with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right. Shuck now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Shuck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, come on.
Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag's going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage.
It was a holding call.
Back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on a free kick. And that's a big mistake. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously.
Hey, you better goddamn. Hey, you better flip it. Yeah, flip it.
Gonna get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
A loss of 2 brings brings up second and goal.
Off the bootleg, Shuck with it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, break. Buffalo 18, here we go. Buffalo 80.
Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
I am not no commissioner, bro.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now 2nd and 5.
You change it. What?
Jackson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
To throw is Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Losing.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
180. What? Hey, middle. 180. Middle.
To throw again is Jackson. He's looking deep for Bell. And this one is incomplete.
He ain't jumping, bro.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hey, hey. I'm out here. You at X. Hey. Shut up.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now Lamar changing the look.
13. You.
Jackson to throw. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them, as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On the ground, tipped him. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 19 Tigers.
They'll run to the wide side here with Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he
is into the end zone for
So why the nigga catch the shit when it don't even matter? He dropped everything else all through the game.
one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for two here. It's complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Saints are going to get to this one. So that should about do
I wasn't even trying to make the shit go to that side, bro.
When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great